Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. My name is Sahil and have you picked up a copy of my brand new keto recipe book called Keto Life with my 100 best recipes out now worldwide. Link to purchase it is in the video description box or just below this video. Now back to today's recipe. We are making an American Chinese classic called General Tso's chicken. It's a delicious deep fried chicken that is sauteed in a lovely gravy of soy sauce, some rice wine, and it's just delicious. In fact, it reminds me quite a bit of a lot of Indian Chinese dishes. But anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is take 2 spring onions. I'm going to separate them into the bottom half and the top half. The bottom half is the white part along with the sort of thick stalk. And I'm going to just chop that up. Then I'm also going to chop up the green part of it and I'm going to set them aside separately. The next thing I'm going to do is prep our chicken, and for this recipe you want to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and you just want to cut them up into small bite-sized chunks. That's it, nothing fancy, nice bite-sized pieces. Once the chicken has been prepped, it's time to marinate it. And I'm going to start with some salt, some black pepper, half a tablespoon of sesame oil, half a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, half a tablespoon of soya sauce, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to crack 1 egg into that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you can use your hands and get down and dirty with this chicken, or you can be like me and use a spoon and give it all a good mix. Of course, it takes a little more time when you're using a spoon. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let the chicken marinate for about 20 minutes. Now, normally you would coat the chicken in regular white flour or corn flour and deep fry it, but we are going to be using psyllium husk instead because that is keto friendly. So set up a little breading station, put your chicken pieces individually into your psyllium husk and bread it. Now I know this looks like it might be a lot of work for a lot of chicken, but trust me, you're going to get a beautiful even coating on each piece of chicken. So just take the chicken, put it in the psyllium husk, put some over it. You know how to coat a chicken, right? Or just look at me doing it. And of course, if you're lazy like me and can't be bothered to individually coat every piece of chicken, you can just throw some psyllium husk into the entire bowl and give it all a good mix. And keep adding more psyllium husk if you need so that the chicken pieces are well coated. And don't stress too much about the amount of psyllium husk going in there because honestly, it's just fiber powder. At best, you will have a fantastic bowel movement the next morning. So finally, it doesn't matter which way you breaded your chicken, it's pretty much ready to go into the deep fryer. And of course, get your oil nice and hot, and once it is ready, put that chicken into the hot oil to deep fry. Yes, you can also pan fry this or shallow fry it if you like, but I think deep frying is the way to go. And of course, the normal tips apply. Don't crowd the fryer, do it in batches, and keep the oil at a not too hot temperature because you don't want the outside to cook too fast and the inside to be raw. So anyway, I'm also sure I'm going to get a lot of questions about what oil I am using to fry. And what I would recommend you do is that you try and get some lard because that's great for deep frying. You can also use light olive oil. I would not recommend coconut oil. Maybe you could use some ghee if you like, or you could also use avocado oil. It's completely up to you. Now, since we've cut the chicken into not very large pieces, they won't take that long to cook. So let them fry till they are nice and golden brown. And once they are done, stare at them for a second and appreciate the beauty of it. And then take it out and set it aside to cool down, preferably on a paper towel. And of course, then you want to fry the next batch of chicken. And I don't know if you noticed, but right now I'm frying the batch of chicken which was individually breaded. So you can see it develops a nice even crust around it. And just cook those beauties till they turn golden brown. And I know you can't smell my kitchen right now, but it smells so heavenly. I wish there was smell-o-vision. Anyway, once that is done, remove it from the pan. And now, just for, well, I guess because we can, we will. I'm going to show you me frying the second batch of chicken, the one that was not individually breaded. So make sure those go in the hot oil as well and let them cook. And after a couple of minutes of cooking, they look pretty good as well. So I'm gonna set them aside on a paper towel. Anyway, on to the next step. Alright guys, so I just had to stop and do a quick taste test between the individually breaded chicken piece and the easy breaded piece, which is the one where I threw all the psyllium husk in and mixed it up. Anyway, let me taste. The chicken piece is very evenly coated. You get that crusty feeling on it, like there is a batter on it. This one, some parts you can tell that there's no breading, but honestly they both taste really good, so I don't think it matters. Anyway, let's get back to the recipe. The next thing I'm going to do is get my frying pan on the stove, and I'm going to heat up some chicken fat. Yes, you heard that right, chicken fat. Click on the I button on the top right corner of the screen to learn how to make chicken fat at home. Anyway, once the chicken fat is hot, I'm going to throw in the white part of the spring onion. I'm also going to throw in some chopped ginger and some chopped garlic. And I'm going to give it all a good mix. And now you just want to cook this on a sort of high heat till the garlic starts to brown. Oh, and I almost forgot, I also want to add some dried red chilies to this. And don't worry about these red chilies, they are not spicy at all. But of course, you can put spicy chilies if you want a spicy chicken. Anyway, once the garlic has turned a nice golden brown, I'm going to deglaze the pan with some chicken stock. So you can also use some bone broth, you can use homemade stock, you can use whatever stock you like. And into that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of soya sauce, some more rice wine vinegar, and some stevia for sweetness. Now you just want to cook this for a minute or so till the sauce starts to reduce and thicken a little bit. And once that's done, it's time to throw in our chicken. All the chicken, the ones that were individually breaded and the ones that had a group breading. So throw that chicken in and then give it all a good mix. You want that chicken to be coated with that delicious sauce that we were making. So give it all a good mix. You can use a couple of wok tricks like me, flipping things around. Make sure you don't flip the chicken out of the pan though. Anyway, once you've given it all a good mix and the chicken is well coated, we're going to finish it with some spring onion greens, the ones we had cut and saved up earlier. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, our General Tso's chicken, the keto version, is pretty much ready. So now all you got to do is take a serving dish, put some of that chicken in, and be generous, ladies and gentlemen, you've earned it. And I'm going to finish it with a sprinkling of white sesame seeds. And lo and behold, General Tso has appeared in chicken form, and he looks pretty delicious and looks like we're going to eat him up. General Tso's chicken. Time to taste. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to taste General Tso's chicken. And before my father gets to taste the dish, let's place a little bet. How many of you think he's going to think that this dish is bland, and how many of you think he's going to like it? Let me know in the comments below.
General Tso's chicken.
TSO, Dad. General Tso's chicken.
TSO, so it's Oriental. The first time I'm tasting
It's
something
Chinese,
Oriental.
Dad. It's American Chinese.
American Chinese. TSO was not American. TSO is a guy from China.
But it started in America. This is an American Chinese dish, Dad.
Okay, anyway, so it's the first time I'm tasting an American Chinese dish, and from the looks of it, what I like about it, it's finger food. Just boneless pieces of chicken. And let's see if he's given it the right amount of spark. It's cooked, it's tender, it's soft, it's juicy, and it does taste very oriental.
You know what? It tastes like the Indian chili chicken a little bit. You know, what I'm going to say about the psyllium husk breading, which he has no clue about, is that you need to eat it a little bit like when it's off the fryer, because the crunch sort of goes away, but it definitely soaks up all the flavor. And I love the flavor of the garlic, the spring onion. But yeah,
But there is a slight crunch. It's a very light coating on the thing, but whatever it is, he's right. Possibly if I had come in here 5 minutes earlier before he could set up the camera, you might have heard that crunch.
anyway, I don't think he's very impressed. So I don't know who wins the bet. But it's not bland, right?
No, it's not bland. It's tasty chicken. And I'm eating it at 5 o'clock in the evening after having had a full lunch. And it's still good.
Anyway, I'm not sure whether he's just saying this so that I keep inviting him to taste more dishes. But anyway, I hope you guys will make this at home. Let me know how you liked it. And I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking.
Scout sauna. That was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Hey folks, if you bought my book Keto Life, I'd love to know which was your favorite recipe from the book. Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up, subscribe to Headbanger's Kitchen, and you know what? Click here to watch another video or listen to one of my songs here. Yes, I'm a musician.